Number 25. Let W and M be the complex solutions to the equation 3x squared minus 2x plus 15 equals 0. If W squared minus M squared equals A square root of B over C times I, where A, B, and C are positive integers, then the value of A plus B plus C is what? So there's not really an easy way that I found of doing this. I really just have to find the equations, or find the solutions, square them, and subtract. But it's not too bad. We are going to have to use the quadratic formula in order to get it into the correct form. And so the quadratic formula is x is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. So the two equations, or the two solutions, are going to be 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 squared minus 4 times 3 times 15, right? This is 4 and then times a times c, all divided by 2a, and 2 times 3, that's 6. So if I do a little bit of simplification, so negative 2 squared, that's going to be 4. So 4 minus, and then 4 times 3 is 12 times 15, that's 180. And then divided by 6, and that's 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 176 divided by 6. And so if I take the negative out of the exponent, or out of the square root, it's 2 plus or minus I times the square root of 176 over 6. And then, let's see, can anything come out of 176? So I think we can take a 2 out. So it'd be 2 plus or minus I times 2, or I'll say 2i. 2i times the square root of 176, and that's 44. So, and then divide by 6. And then it looks like we can take out another 4, actually. So this will be 2 plus or minus 4i times the square root of 11 divided by 6. And then I'm going to simplify this by dividing everything by 2. So it'll be 1 plus or minus 2i times the square root of 11 divided by 3. And so that's already a little bit of work. So I'm going to erase this. I'm going to erase this, leave the solution, and then we can get on to the squaring and subtracting. So our first solution is, I don't know why I wrote that parenthesis. Our first solution is 1 plus 2i times the square root of 11 over 3. So if we square this, the denominator is just going to be 3 squared, or 9. And then we just have to use the distributive property on the top. So 1 squared, that's 1. And then the next step is to multiply these two terms together and then multiply that by 2. So 1 times 2i squared of 11, and then times 2, that's 4i squared of 11. And then I take this term and square it. So 2i squared of 11 squared is going to be negative 44. And so together that's going to be negative 43 plus 4i times the square root of 11 divided by 9. And so, let's see. So now we just have to square the other solution. So 1 minus 2i times the square root of 11 divided by 3. It's going to be very similar. Let's see. So 1 squared, that's still 1. And then multiply these two terms, and then multiply that by 2. So minus 4i squared of 11. And then this term squared, that's also going to be minus 44. And then on the bottom, we still have 9. And so combining like terms, it'll be negative 43 minus 4i squared of 11 divided by 9. And see, what do we have to do now? All right, so all we have to do is subtract now. We have w squared and we have m squared. And then all we have to do now is just subtract them. So I'm running out of space a little bit here, but let's see. I'm going to put everything divided by 9. And so in the numerator, I have negative 43 plus 4i squared of 11 minus negative 43 minus 4i squared of 11. And all of that is being divided by 9. I'm running out of space. 1 second. So all of that's going to be divided by 9. And so let's see. We have negative 43 minus a negative 43. So that's just 0. So 0 plus. And then we have 4i squared of 11 minus negative 4i squared of 11. So that's going to be plus. So we have 0 plus 8i squared of 11. And then all over 9. So if we look at what it's going to look like in the end, it's going to look like a squared of b over c times I. And that's good because that lets us know that this 0 right here is how it's supposed to be. So it probably means that we've done most of this correct. So in the end, it turns to 8i squared of 11 over 9. I just took out the 0. And we're looking for a plus b plus c. So 8 plus 11, that's 19. Plus 9, that's 28. And that is answer choice C. All right, so if you have any questions from other tests, make sure to leave a comment and I'll make a video with the solution. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. This has been Investigative Math, and I will see you next time.